career at Goldman Sachs and senior leadership positions there. Why are you making it?
Well, I think it's such an interesting time in all of our lives, and I really see the post-pandemic period as a period that will see digital transformation change traditional industries. To me, it was a fabulous time to get myself involved back at the forefront of where I used to be, at the mining face of investing in a smaller and more dynamic way with emerging companies.
Right. So this firm that you are now part of, what has, I think, $3.5 billion under management, it's only been around for, 6 years, but you obviously are global. Where are you going to be focused, and where do you see the opportunity generally when you talk about sort of the digitizing of businesses across the board?
Sure. Well, for me, I look at spaces like fintech and healthcare. There is so much to be done to make the infrastructure, the digital infrastructure underneath these industries more functional. Think about what we've experienced just in the past year. Telemedicine has leapt decades ahead of where it might have been if we were just trying to force adoption in a normal way. Things like trials that are virtual. Evidation is a portfolio company that has amazing work done on virtual clinical trials that were uninterrupted. When you think about treatments and developments of new care for things like cancer or other diseases, so much was interrupted by the pandemic. The digital transformation can help us get beyond that and ensure consistency and performance.
Now you're going to be investing sort of at an earlier stage. I mean, when you talk about fintech, for example, obviously we know there are already disruptors out there that are large public companies at this point. So what are we anticipating in terms of those companies perhaps that you'd be looking at that are going to further disrupt and or disintermediate some of the giants that are currently in place?
Well, so much of finance is in the plumbing. And I think it's very easy to get caught up in some of the newest things that have come out that are facing the consumer. But when you think about small business or when you think about business to business activity, there is so much more. Think about contract and finance management. There really aren't great uniform systems for people to use, particularly for small and medium enterprise. So much more should be in the cloud and made consistent. So much more should be off spreadsheets that are kept locally. And so when you think about transforming the plumbing of finance, there's so much more that I think companies need, and that companies that are innovating in the space, that are building new technologies, particularly in the cloud, can offer in the enterprise space to improve the plumbing and the work of finance.
Sheila, along with your announcement as the new vice chairman of B Capital, the firm said that it's going to further its expansion into Asia, particularly into China. I'd love to get your thoughts on the region, especially given some of the recent regulatory crackdowns. What are some of the big risks that you see as a U.S. investor in the region, particularly as it relates to tech and fintech, which are some of the areas that you're going to be focusing on?
I lived in Asia for many years, and I think we went through several cycles, and we continue to go through cycles as the U.S. and China try to grapple with each other, both as important world economic forces. I think at the same time, we've seen China take action recently in terms of what its expectations are in security and where it considers data very sensitive for companies that are emerging out of China. You've seen the U.S. do the same. You've also seen Europe come out with GDPR, which certainly impacts all companies, not just European companies. And of course, there's an ongoing conflict between the U.S. and China on the audit front. And I think that's probably one to watch, because certainly as Chinese companies look to list in the U.S., although I think the chill is on that for the foreseeable future, but as they engage in the U.S., accounting standards are different, and the various regulators are not yet cooperating. If they could cooperate, I think they'd make global investors very happy.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.